In our daily lives, we are surrounded by noise of constant notifications, deadlines, expectations, and endless streams of information. Amid this chaos, we often drift through our days without stopping to ask ourselves, why am I doing this? Does this align with what I truly want? These questions might seem simple, yet they hold the power to transform not just our decisions, but the entire way we experience life. Socrates showed us that asking meaningful questions isn't just a philosophical exercise. It's a practical tool for clarity, growth, and purpose. His method of questioning wasn't about showing off intelligence or catching someone in a mistake. It was about seeking truth and uncovering blind spots in thinking. Today, in our fast-paced and reactive world, the ability to pause and ask ourselves thoughtful questions is more valuable than ever. Think about the last time you felt frustrated at work. Maybe your boss criticized your project, and your immediate thought was, "They don't appreciate my effort." But what if, instead of assuming, you paused and asked yourself, why did they react that way? Is there something I could have done differently? Suddenly, the problem shifts from being an attack on your character to an opportunity for improvement. Questions, when asked with sincerity, allow us to reframe situations, reduce emotional reactions, and see things from different perspectives. The beauty of asking questions lies in their ability to slow us down in a world that constantly pushes us to react. When you face a disagreement with a colleague, you could lash out or shut down. But if you pause and ask yourself, what outcome do I really want from this conversation? You're no longer being pulled by your emotions. You're taking control of them. Socrates also teaches us about humility through questions. Have you ever found yourself passionately arguing about a topic, only to realize halfway through that you might not know as much as you thought? Instead of defending your position at all costs, a simple question like, "What if I'm wrong about this?" can turn an argument into a conversation and stubbornness into curiosity. Let's say you're offered a job in a new city. The salary is great, but something doesn't feel right. Instead of being swept away by the numbers, you might ask yourself, what does success really mean to me? Will this move bring me closer to the life I want to build? By asking these deeper questions, you're not just making a choice, you're aligning your actions with your values. In moments of personal struggle, questions can also serve as lifelines. When facing failure, instead of drowning in thoughts like, "I'll never succeed," you might ask, what can I learn from this experience? Or what can I do differently next time? These questions don't erase the pain of failure, but they turn it into fuel for growth. Even in casual interactions, questions can change the dynamic entirely. Imagine meeting someone new at a party. Instead of asking the usual, "So, what do you do?" What if you asked, "What's something you're passionate about?" Suddenly, the conversation shifts from small talk to something meaningful. Questions have the power to unlock stories, build connections, and make people feel seen. But asking questions isn't just about others, it's about ourselves too. Most of us carry beliefs and habits that we've never really questioned. We might believe, "I'm not good at public speaking," or "I can't change my habits." But what if we asked ourselves, is this really true? Have I ever tried to change this belief? These questions have the power to challenge the narratives we've built around ourselves and open doors we didn't even realize were there. The modern world rewards quick answers. We live in a culture where admitting "I don't know" feels like weakness. But Socrates reminds us that real wisdom begins with acknowledging our ignorance. In a world of overconfidence and oversimplified opinions, a person who pauses and says, "I'm not sure, but I'd love to learn," stands out as someone who is truly wise. At its core, the power of questioning is about curiosity. It's about approaching life with a sense of wonder, instead of assuming we already have all the answers. The most successful people, whether they are leaders, inventors, or artists, are often those who ask the boldest questions like, what if there's a better way? Why are things done like this? What happens if we try something different? You don't need a classroom, a debate stage, or hours of free time. All you need is the willingness to pause, think, and ask. Next time you find yourself stuck, frustrated, or confused, resist the urge to react immediately. Instead, ask yourself something simple yet profound. What's really going on here? What can I learn from this moment? Socrates may have walked the streets of ancient Athens, where someone chooses curiosity over assumption, humility over arrogance, and reflection over impulsivity. The next time life throws you a curveball, or even in the quiet moments of your day, remember the power of a single question. It might just change everything. Thank you for exploring this journey with us on Socratic Odyssey. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who might need it. Because wisdom begins not in answers, but in wonder. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking clarity.